What is up, guys? Anchorbreaker 1023 are back with another Pokemon Black and White 2 Wi-Fi battle. Yes, I know it has been a while, but I've actually had some serious problems now. I only have one final test remaining, one final exam, so basically I'm saying I got a lot of time soon to hit battles and upload. And the reason I didn't upload is I was having some R4 and some screen recording issues, but I fixed them out. And today I have a UU match against Shadowarty. It was a pretty decent battle. This is a team that me and John Origins created together, so check out John. He's the fucking man. And I have some new teams to showcase. And I'm going to talk about the guys as you see him. Now, this is a max HP, max def Scrafty, who is a bulk up. It's bulk up rest with the shed skin ability and drain punch crunch dual stab. It's max HP, max spec defense. And when I saw a team preview, I knew that basically my Kingdraw and this Scrafty could fuck up this guy's team. But it actually was a pretty decent match in the beginning. So he's going to go for the extra sentry and miss some turns, but he volt switches out, brings in Heracross. I hit it with a drain punch. Now, I don't want to take a close combat or anything, obviously, so I'm going to switch on to my Clefagrius. And basically, I've seen a lot of people use Clefagrius very well, and I was thinking, like, I've never really used Clefagrius, and I've seen him being used to, like, sweeping and, like, doing a really good defensive wall and everything, so I'm like, I want to use myself a Clefagrius nasty plot style. But, goes for Megahorn, misses, which is kind of cool for me, because now I don't have to worry about like taking any damage and seeing how much it is, but also kind of is kind of bad because I don't get to gauge and see what kind of Heracross he is damage wise. But go for Shadow Ball, get this def drop. So now I know he's definitely switching out, and he's gonna go into Rosary as I go for Shadow Ball again, and that does a it does not really that much. But Clefagrius is really cool. I really like this Clefagrius, and you might think this team is kind of gimmicky, but I think this team is really cool. Now bringing Scrafty because this thing is max HP, max special defense, and I know Roserade is a special attacker, and he's definitely a more defensive build with Sleep Powder and whatnot. So I know I can take this thing out pretty well. This part is a little bit stally, but it's really not that bad. He goes for the Leech Seed as I'm going to try to crunch him. And I'm just going to use this as a little bit of a talking point. Now, basically, I have a couple of new teams that you're going to be seeing in my next couple of battles, and also I'm going to be definitely going to be uploading more. And if you see like my FPS is being kind of bad, I have a new screen recorder, but I just have to figure out how it works, and all of that good stuff. I have to like figure out all the settings and like what really works for me and how I like it. And I'm going to be definitely getting battles more. And now, and just a quick thing, if you want to battle me, add me on Skype right now at Anchorbreaker1023, because I'll be accepting battles all day today, the day of this video, which is July 13th, and I'll be accepting battles basically all day today, because I need to find a really good match. Because I want to just because I have time and I need to get good battles. And we're getting towards the end of the stalling point, so now he knows that another crunch would kill him off, so he's going to go out into his Rhyperior, which I'm guessing is more defensive. And I didn't want to predict. I just wanted to crunch or kill that Roserade, but crunch does actually somewhat of a decent chunk, I guess, to that Rhyperior. But now, basically, just going to go for the Drain Punch here because I just want to kind of gauge how much it's going to do because after turn effects are so freaking annoying. But yeah, after basically all these after two effects, I'm just going to go for the Drain Punch to try to see how much it does. And with Solid Rock and the defensive prowess of the Rhyperior, it's going to do absolutely nothing. And he's going to go for the Stealth Rocks, which kind of sucks because we don't have a spinner on this team. But, it's really making that big of a difference. So, now, here I'm basically thinking, like, he's got Stealth Rock. He's got probably Earthquake and Stone Edge, maybe Toxic, maybe Dragon Tail or Roar or something. So I think it's going to be a good play to go out into my my Virizion. This thing is a sub-combined dual stab, which is kind of bad because it gets walled by, like, Crobat and stuff. But he actually ends up pulling a double switch out into his Heracross. I guess he was predicting, because I guess he knows that he could take a crunch and he could take a crunch and a drain punch well, so that's like a pretty good play on his part. But now he brings in Heracross. I'm gonna know that I can. I know that I can. What am I talking about? Well, I'm being stupid. I think that he's gonna be scared of me, so I'm gonna go for a substitute as he ends up switching out, and then he brings in Magmortar as I go for a Fire Blast, do a nice chunk of damage, and he's gonna go for Fire Blast, being able to break my substitute. And I see how fast I see no life orb, so I'm thinking I might be that thing might actually be a Specs Magmortar, which is kind of weird because why would you run Magmortar when you can run Chandelure, which is like 10 times better? But now here he brings in his Heracross. I'm basically thinking I should I'm gonna just let my Virizion die. And at this point, like obviously like Heracross does not outspeed Virizion, so that thing has to be scarfed. But I wasn't really thinking about that. It's gonna come into play a little bit later, but really it's not that big of a deal. But just let my Virizion go as he gets his Moxie boost. But I'm not scared because I know he's locked in the Mega Horn and I resist that. And I got a Clefagrius. And I do have Psychic because, Psychic Clefagrius. Why not? Because, coverage of some sort. But if he brings out Raikou now, that's actually a pretty good play because it's got natural bulk. And if you're looking at the match, you're thinking, wow, it's actually a pretty nice match. But I know that I can break away. I know if I kill off Roserade, I know that Kingdra destroys his team, and I know that I can break away with Scrafty if I'm able to bulk up a little bit. But here I kind of stay trying to gauge how I can take a shot, Thunderbolt, and I take it actually not that well, but much better than I thought I would. I thought I would take it just like with a little bit of yellow, like some red maybe, but I get back into green with lefties. I think that hit relatively well. I didn't expect to take it that well. But now here I bring in my Rhyperior. Now I know that he's going to probably go for T-Bolt because I know he's not locked in, but I know that he's probably just going to go for T-Bolt to try to get that kill because, Clefagrius is kind of a pain in his side, with a Heracross roaming around. He wants to try to get some Moxie going, so he's going to try to get rid of my Clefagrius. But now I'm at basically full HP, and I know that I can take an HP Grass or Ice, even with with Solid Rock, and even if he's like with Expert Belt or whatever, I know I can take one. But I go for Rock Blast. I don't have Earthquake on this set. I have Roar, Toxic, Stealth Rock, and Rock Blast. I don't have Earthquake, which is a kind of, I don't know if I should switch Rock Blast or Earthquake. Let me know what you guys think, but me and John were just like, whatever, Rock Blast, cool. But now it brings in what's his name? Brings in Roserade, I bring in Scrafty, and I'm thinking Roserade v Scrafty. This is a good matchup for me. It's always going to be a good matchup because I'm max HP, max special defense. I know this thing's a good a good special attacker, but since he's a defensive variant, he's really got nothing on me. Now he's going to go for a Sludge Bomb, trying to take me out, and with the stab, extra boost, not going to be able to do it, and I'm going to be able to rest up right away from 31 HP all the way up to full. And I'm going to be able to get my Shed Skin at the end of the turn, I think. Do I get it at the end of this turn? Yes, no, maybe. Yes, I do. So now my Scrafty is going to be able to be wide awake and ready to battle. So now he's going to set up another lead sheet. I'm just going to go right for the crunch here. I end up getting the defense fall, as you're going to see. And that's actually very beneficial to me, because now after he gets his leftovers and my leechy recovery, there's like, it would have been, I think it's close if I kill. It's not definite that I kill, but now I'm definitely killing that guy. That thing is definitely dead if I go for the crunch. So I know that, and I go for the drain punch, maybe predicting Rhyperior to come in, and doesn't do that, brings in Heracross, and that's a good play on his part because that thing's definitely threatening. And your guys are probably thinking like, this match in the beginning was a very good match, but like I knew I had my Kingdra Scarf Special Kingdra. I knew having Scarf Special Kingdra in the wings, if I kill Roserade, I can just destroy his whole team with Dragon Pulse. So I'm not worried at all in this match. Like I was just thinking, like I had this match because I know I had a huge plan of action this entire time. So really, I don't really care about what's going on. It's really not relevant because I'm really just weakening his pokes until I'm able to the point where I can just click surf for Dragon Pulse, Dragon Pulse, and kill his whole team. But now he goes for Stone Edge, maybe predicting to get my Clefagrius with some neutral damage. Decent play. But I bring in my Rhyperior because I know that I could just sack this thing, and just because, if you would have went for close combat, I could just go into Clefagrius, Mega Horn, Clefagrius. I would actually live Stone Edge, whatever. It's just a good play. But now he brings in Magmortar, and he goes for Specs Overheat, which I'm assuming is Specs because it takes out my fucking Rhyperior despite resistances. So I'm going to go with that Specs. Now, Income Scrafty, now I'm thinking max HP, max special defense, -2, sweep. And this is why you do not mess with Scrafty. He's going to go for another overheat. That's a good chunk, but I'm bulking up. I'm lifting weights. I'm in the gym pumping iron right now. So he's basically, this guy's thinking, that he's going to stay in actually here, which I think is a kind of weird play. Goes for another overheat. Well, yeah, if he switched down, he would die to rocks, but like, bro, why are you going for overheats? That's not doing nearly enough damage, and I'm just going to go for another bulk up. Going to pump more iron. I know he's at -4 special attack. If he has Life Orb, he's at -3. It's not Life Orb, he has Specs. But now he's going to go for another overheat, and he's going to, like, I don't get why he's staying in. You got to switch out at this point. But at this point, it's too late because I'm able to rest back up. He's at, like, minus, like, a million. He's not, obviously not minus a million. He's at, like -4 now, and I'm able to rest back up, but I'm not able to wake up, which does suck. Now he's going to use this opportunity of me sleeping. I guess that's what he's banking on, which is kind of a decent play, like trying to bank on maybe a crit, or banking on like me like not being able to wake up. brings in Heracross, I bring in Scrafty. Now this is where I say the calcs like what kind of matters with like the max HP, not with the band. Like I didn't realize. So like basically I calc that he was max HP, max not max HP, but just max attack, adamant choice band in close combat, and I actually could live it with +2 with like about like a little sliver of health. I was thinking I wouldn't be able to sweep anymore because like I would just like get taken solo and he would just kill me off. But it ends up that he's actually scarfed. I think maybe Jolly scarfed, even maybe I'm scarfed. I don't know. And I take that like it's nothing, and then that's basically the game because he's gonna go into Magmortar. That thing's gonna die to hazards. He's gonna go into Sharpedo now, and he ends up going for the Earthquake, which I find to be really weird. Like, did you obviously have to carry Waterfall of some sort, or like a water move? Why would you not go for Stab? Why would you just go for Earthquake? Doesn't matter. I guess at that point maybe it's like, alright, I'm fucked. Go for Drain Punch, kill that thing off, and basically that is just bulk up max HP, max speed F Crafty doing work. Doing when I say work, I mean work to this guy's team, just sweeping basically from here on out. And you're not going to be able to see like the entire sweep because you're going to his Juggernaut, and then he is going to go for that run button. So that was a good game. Shadowarty, check him out. Check out John Origins, he's the man. And like this video, please, it'd be greatly appreciated. I love you all. See you guys next time.